The game I was looking forward to playing this November was Battlefield 2042. But then...
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So I was a little sad that I wouldn't get to play a new FPS this November, but then a friend recommended me this game. Now I had never played any Halo before, so I had written it off as a game franchise I had no interest in. But when I installed it and played it, I'm shocked to say, I had a pretty good time. The game is well balanced and polished, and most things about it I like to see in video games. Getting the technicals out of the way first, this game is shockingly small. No Rust or Minecraft, but compared to what its competitors are trying to sell, 30 gigabytes is very small, and you should have no problem installing this as long as you have 2 brain cells and delete stuff you don't use. Optimization isn't great, but it's also not terrible. The game held steady on my PC at around 90 to 100 FPS and peaked at around 160-ish depending on the map. I'm gonna be honest, I expected more considering the visual quality is not as good as a game like Doom Eternal, which can go up to more than 200 FPS on high visual quality on my PC, but with that being said, the frame rate never dipped below 60, so I can't complain all that much. If you're curious about scaling based on hardware, I'll have a link to my specs in the description. Moving on to visual design, I can start with the menu. It's not very good. Not the worst thing ever, I was able to manage it, but it's trying way too hard to be simplified while still being complex enough to be annoying. Don't try to cater to both casuals and hardcores. Choose one and stick with it. Trying to appease both just annoys both. The actual graphics of the game weren't too bad. The art direction is solid, and many of the environments, especially the open air ones, are very sprawling and enthralling. Hey, that rhymed. Character models look great, and the UI in the game isn't super intrusive. It has a more rugged style, which I do like. I think games have been going through that more sleek, clean direction, and I think this game is a nice change of pace. Other surface level aspects of the game include sound design, which is fantastic. I mean, listen to this. And customization, which is okay. I think it is annoying that a lot of stuff in the paid battle pass is in the paid battle pass, but like, it's free to play. I wasn't expecting them not to do this. Now for the game design itself. It's pretty good. Controls are easy to grasp, and one thing I love for accessibility is that the game prompts you to change settings first thing. Other games have done this, but only a few, and I appreciate it. The gunplay feels weighty, and throwing grenades is not an instant action. Movement is pretty good. Sprinting gives you a real advantage, so do it. The one criticism for player controls is that jumping is pretty weightless, which just made me feel like I had a jetpack, but then I can't fly in this game. I don't know, I just need to get used to it. Maps are pretty good and very balanced, same with weapons and vehicles. Pretty much every weapon in the game is completely viable. Like, I could conceivably run in with a pistol and murder everyone, which is ironic considering time to kill is longer than most of the games. I actually don't mind, I still found it relatively easy to kill players though, so it's all good. The modes are basic: capture the flag, control sectors, team deathmatch, and all those modes, but they work and fit the Halo style, and I'd see myself playing this game often and making content of it as long as 343 keeps supporting it. The one major criticism I can offer to Halo Infinite is that progression is not good. Not only is it incredibly difficult to progress, which they seem to be changing, but don't hold your breath, but it's also not very easy to see your progress and see what achievements, which is what you need to level up right now, you've completed. This is a major flaw and keeps the game from being a great game, but it is a really good game, and I'm excited to play more of it. 8 out of 10.